Hi, everybody. It's Monday afternoon. I've been working on this for about an hour now, and I think I have found the problem. This is episode 11.5 of Let's Watch Kim Make, Unmake, and Remake a Quilt. But I think I figured out what the problem was. What I've done so far is I took both borders off on the sides, and I have taken apart most of the columns, but not all. And if I can scoot around here, right over here, these three, I measured and measured, and even though there are some wonky imperfections here, these all measure out to be the right length, and this width is true from top to bottom. What you do is you measure each side, you measure down the middle, lengthwise, and then you can also measure top, middle, and bottom here, and it's all even. So we're leaving those gals the way they are. So if we turn towards this side, where column number 1 is, this is where all these first 5 are where the bottoms were kind of not matching up. So what I did was, it was obvious this one was a little shorter than these two here, and these two, here's another couple that seem to be, they've measured out nice and even on each side and down the middle, save for about 1/8 of an inch on the right side. So what I'm also going to end up doing, what you do is add these 3 measurements, take the average, and then you can, adjust accordingly. What I'm going to do is just, it's about 1/8 of an inch off across. So far it's been about 1/8 of an inch off wherever it's off. And so I'll probably just shave that much off the bottom once I get these put back together. This, let's see, this is row 4. This one was just about 1/8 of an inch off from one side to the other. So again, it'll need to have about 1/8 of an inch shaved off altogether. These ladies right here in the middle are the culprit, I think, because I measured down the side of this one, and it was 75.5 inches down this side, and down this side it was 75. So what I think is the problem are these little half square triangle sections of her skirt. And so what I'm going to do is take those out, and I'm going to remake them. I think part of the problem is, back when I squared those half square triangles, I used 2 different measuring tools just to see which one I liked better. And I think using the actual square ruler did a better job, and it was more accurate than using the triangle shaped one where I laid it on the seam line and cut it off. So, and I think maybe these 2 were one batch that I did that way. So I've cut my pieces of fabric, and I'm ready to, I have to mark my diagonal lines and I have to make 6 little half square triangles. And I've got some other tools I can use to really make sure it's accurate. We call it scant my 1/4 inch seam just a little bit to give myself a little bit of room to work with. And then if I have to trim it down, that's great, but I can't make it bigger. I don't want to try to make the seams smaller, because this fabric, like I said before the other day, it ravels a lot. And so the more you manipulate those seam allowances, the more they ravel. So I think that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to get those prepared and ready to sew. I may or may not sew them. I have another quilt that I need to get ready to put on the machine. So I may get that ready and just, let my brain rest from this for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I found the problem. It won't correct all the imperfections, but if it actually makes it lay more square, a lot of these a lot of these ripples you can see from the window, the daylight's coming in the window, and that really shows those off. Those ripples you see will quilt out, and so that it won't, and the quilting, will give it a lot of movement and stuff, and so you won't be able to see those things. um, I hate that they are not flat, but once it's quilted, it will look completely different. So that's where we are. Let's go. I'll see you later.